Residents of Roosevelt Island don't take out the trash. They put it into pneumatic tubes. To find out how that works, we've come to the Fast Trash exhibition. I'm here with Juliet Spertus, who's the curator of the Fast Trash exhibition. Let's first get some background on Roosevelt Island. What makes it different from the rest of New York?
Roosevelt Island was originally called Welfare Island, and it housed insane asylums, prisons. Those were gradually moved to other parts of the city, and by the 60s it was completely vacant and the island was redeveloped.
So it was very much a planned community. What are some of the features in terms of the design and the environmental aspects that are distinctive about it?
One of the main features was the idea of having a car-free community, and as part of that there was also the idea that there would be no garbage trucks and that all of the garbage would be removed underground.
Explain the system. What actually happens?
This is your typical apartment building, and you walk out of your apartment and you go and you drop your garbage in this chute, and it piles up here. And this represents the facility over here, from about here on over. So somebody at that facility would flip a switch, and this valve would open like this, and all of the stuff would flow in this direction. It would come over to a cyclone. This is called a cyclone separator. It basically uses centrifugal force to send the heavy stuff down, and the air that is being sucked through would then be pulled through an air filter, which is like a vacuum cleaner bag. The clean air would then be cycled through here and sent out through a pair of stacks. And meanwhile, the garbage would drop into here and then be pressed with a compactor into a container, which is then picked up by a truck. The facility is actually smells okay. It's clean. You don't see any garbage because it's always sealed. It's always either in the tube or in the container.
Now, when you think of pneumatic tubes, things whizzing past above and below your head, it seems very sort of Jetsony, futuristic. Are there any places around the world that do this?
But actually, there are a lot of cities, including Barcelona, Stockholm, London just installed one.
Do you think this is the ultimate solution, or is there a better method out there for recycling and waste management?
I don't know. I think that what's exciting about this system is not that it's necessarily the solution for any particular city, but rather the idea of thinking about solid waste as a design problem and as something that you think about in the beginning, and as you're designing public space or as you're conceptualizing how the city should run, as opposed to figuring it out after the fact. I think that is tremendously exciting.
To find out more about this exhibition and this series of tubes on Roosevelt Island, visit fasttrash.org. I'm Morton, and you've been watching Rocketboom.